Hey guys, it's Melly. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving Day holiday. Does that make even sense? I hope you had a good Thanksgiving weekend. Sounds better. Anyway, today is November 30th. It's the last day of the month of November, so I figured that I would do I'm sorry, it always looks like stuff on my face. Anyway, yes. Okay, I got sidetracked for a second. See? It's shadows. Anyway, since today's the last day in November, I figured I would do my November wrap-up and my December TBR for this video. So the books I read in November, I may have started them in the end of October, but I finished them in November, so I'm including them in my November wrap-up. The first book, well, I'm not doing it in any specific order, but as you guys know, I read 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami. I actually read the ebook version. This is my actual physical copy that I ordered. I'm sorry, and it's bent. Okay. I'm glad I read that. It actually turned me on to him finally, when I've been trying to read him for a while and just couldn't do it. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was just picking the wrong book. Who knows? The second book I read by Haruki Murakami, which I do not physically have on me because I actually lent it to a coworker of mine that I was telling her about the book and she said she wanted to read it. So I let her hold it, but I asked her to please take good care of it. So in that book is The Norwegian Wood, and I cannot say Norwegian. That's a tough word to say. Anyway, so, and you guys, I did my review video on it and everything, so I'm not even going to get into it. The next book I finished reading, I don't know when I started it, but I finished it in November, was Hausfrau by Jill Alexander Essbaum, and I'm glad that I actually did finish reading it. You guys, I actually did do my review on it too. It was crazy. It was a crazy book. The ending was sad, and I mean, I don't think that the main character Anna actually had to go to the extremes that she did at the end, but I think that in the end, now that I'm thinking about the book, that maybe all she really needed was peace in her life, and I think that may have been the only way she felt she could have peace. But I'm not going to tell you the ending, so just know that it was sad. I mean, it wasn't, oh my god, I'm going to cry sad, but it was kind of like, I don't think the extreme she went to was necessary. I just think she couldn't find a way out of her situation. Anyway, the next book I read was The Elegance of Blood by Judith Rock. And this was a good mystery. This was a good historical mystery. I'm glad I read it. I picked it up in the dollar store, and I kind of didn't, or the Dollar Tree I should say. I didn't know anything about the book, never heard of it, but the historical mystery aspect of it kind of piqued my curiosity, so I went ahead and grabbed it. And I didn't know when I was going to get to it, but I needed something, I needed to kind of get out of the whole magical realism from Haruki Murakami, and I needed to get out of literary fiction, so I kind of like switched gears. It was kind of like this was my in-between book to just kind of like break up what I was reading, what the genres I was reading. The next and last book that I read, you guys know, I did it with Gentle Strength, and I actually think I read it ahead of time than I was supposed to, because I believe she wanted to do it the last 2 weeks of November, but I had picked this book up last year, I was reading it, or not last year, the beginning of this year. I was reading it, and I put it down, and she started a book club. Gentle Strength started a book club, and I was like, oh, it's a good reason, and this was the book she chose. And I was like, oh, well, this is a good reason to pick it back up, and I actually started it all over again so that I could kind of refresh my memory. And I really, really enjoyed it. I actually want my daughter to read it, and I actually want to watch the movie now because I enjoyed the book so much. So I want to see, did the movie live up to the book? And this is historical fiction because it takes place during the 1939 Nazi Germany, and it's the story of the girl Liesel, and how books changed her life and everything that was going on within that time, the things that happened to her. And the great thing that I loved about the book is the way the story was told. So yeah. Now, so I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books total in the month of November. Oh, I need to add that I'm also reading Winter, which is the last book in the Lunar Chronicles. It's the 4th and final book in the Lunar Chronicles, and I am 75% done. Now, I will probably finish that book tonight, because I kind of binge read last night because I was only like a quarter of the way through yesterday, and I picked it up after work when I got home from work just because I needed to sit back and relax. So I sat in my nice comfy chair while my husband was watching The Walking Dead, and I sat there and read and read and read and read. I don't think I went to sleep until like 1 in the morning. So I probably will do the same thing tonight. I will read and read and read until I finish the book. So if I don't finish it, if I do finish it tonight, I will just include it in my December wrap-up. It's fine. So, on to the books I want to read in the month of December. The first book I want to include is an ebook, which I'm currently reading now, which I started, which is The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle by Haruki Murakami, and I'm kind of doing the same thing I did with 1Q84, where when I'm in my room trying to, you know, not go to sleep, but kind of get to that point of sleep, I read 1Q84, and it kind of put me in a calm, I don't know, like a calm, I can fall asleep mood, just like to read a couple chapters. So I'm kind of doing the same thing with that, and I think that's why I was able to really get into the Haruki Murakami, because of the mindset I think you need to be in. Like, you can't sum up what he's what the stories, you kind of have to be focused on the story to understand what's going on. And even though I'm reading them at night while I'm in my room, in bed, nice and comfy, I can focus, you know, it's quiet, I can really focus on the story and know what's going on and not have any distractions, and it actually helps me to relax. I don't know why, but it's actually doing really good with that, because I have sleep issues where sometimes I just can't sleep, and I end up reading, which is what happened last night. I could not sleep, and I was binge reading Winter. But anyway, that's off topic. So I'm doing the same thing with that. I got it from Overdrive. So I'm doing that, and I'm about 40% through. I'm not really sure. If I don't finish the book, and I will renew it, it's also going to be in my December wrap up, because I know I'm not going to finish it tonight. So it's November, December read, I'm going to say. The next book I want to read, and you're going to say, oh my god, she's a Haruki Murakami nut, but I got this in the book traders the other day, and I was lucky because book traders, they said that he seems to go very fast, and I just happened to ask if they had any of his works, and they do. They have the 1QA4 in hardback, but obviously I already own that. And the girl told me, here, we have this too, so I was like, I want it. So, and I did tell you guys it's written in. There's like a personal note. And I actually got to chapter 4. I start reading it in the car on the way home that day, just to see how it flowed, and I really like it, so it's kind of cool. I'm actually going to start it over again just because. The next book I want to read is Agatha Christie, and Then There Were None, just because, as you can see, I kind of need a break from the magical realism, the literary fiction, and sometimes a good mystery will do that. And so I think, I've actually never read any Agatha Christie books. I had an uncle that had given me one when I was younger, and I probably should have, I don't know what I did with it, but I believe it was the, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was the Sittaford mystery, or maybe it was, I don't remember which one it was. Might have been yeah, I don't even know which one it was. It might have been a Sittaford mystery, or it might have been, I'm looking at the back and I don't even see the other one I recognize. But let's see if there's any list of her books in the front. There is not. Oh yes, there is. I'm sorry. It may have, The Secret Adversary. It could have been one of the two. I don't remember which one, but I never read it. The last and final book I want to try to get to is The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah, which I believe I won in a giveaway, because I know I didn't do, yeah, I won it in a giveaway. And this is also a World War II historical fiction in France, and I've been seeing some great things about it, so you know, I think it'll be really, 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 really a good book to read. I'm going to add one more book to my list. It's The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I read it every year in December. I just have to go locate it in my box of books down the basement. So, I may not read it. It depends on how I'm feeling. Just because I'm feeling a little bit, I feel the Christmas spirit, but I'm not feeling it quite yet. Normally by this time over the Thanksgiving Day holiday, I have my Christmas tree up, and I have my house I have my window decorated, or outside, however we usually do it. The first couple years we had the house, we actually did the whole outside porch, but it's become a lot of work, and it actually became just a lot of work putting it up, a lot of work taking it down, and then the lights end up, because of the weather, that sometimes they get damaged, so then you're like, okay, now I have to go buy new lights, and it's like money that you want to spend to decorate, but you don't want to keep, buying things that get damaged from the weather. So we're decorating our front window, but from the inside instead of the outside. And my Christmas tree is not up yet. Well, it's up, my lights are up, but my decorations are not on. And normally that would be done by now. So, off topic. Anyway, I may or may not read The Christmas Carol. Like I said, it depends how I'm feeling with my Christmas spirit. I'm sure closer to Christmas, I'll be feeling the Christmas spirit, and, I do this whole Christmas thing every year, but, I'm going to actually do another video for that. So that's that. That's my November wrap-up and my December TBR. I'm going to let you guys go now. Look forward to my review on winter and my thoughts. Not review, I'm going to do my thoughts, because I don't want to ruin it, because it's, for those who have it and haven't read it yet or want to read it, I don't want to, ruin anything. And I just noticed that the cabinet behind me is open. I do apologize for the view of my my coffee cups and mugs and glasses and stuff in the back. And the mess behind me. But I'm in the kitchen because my son is sleeping. Anyway, so went off topic like a million times. November TBR. Yeah. November wrap up, December TBR. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know sometimes I can ramble on and get off topic, but that just shows you that I'm comfortable in front of the camera talking to you guys. So, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the last day of November. I will talk to you soon. Bye.